So the first and most important picture we do is the front 3/4 of your car. That shows the front bumper, the bonnet, the side of the car. Always do this from the driver's side and do it from about this angle where I am now. Front 3/4. Make sure you get down to the height of the car and zoom in as far as you can, just so you bring the car to the fore of the picture, so you blend away the background. Now whilst you're on this same side, just work around, keeping the sun behind you if you can. It's important again to do a profile. And again, whilst we're here, we go to do the rear 3/4. Again, you can do these as we are here, just walking around the car. As long as the background doesn't look silly, you don't want it to detract from the car, which obviously is what we're looking at. Now, before we move the car around 180 degrees, obviously to keep the sun behind us, we may as well do the interior shots and the engine whilst we're here. Now, for the interior shots, we want a general picture of the interior. We want, if the mileage is specific or if that's low, again a picture of the speedometer. Okay, and then we'll now do pictures of the engine bay. Now under the engine bay, what we want to do is make sure that we've got pictures of the engine itself, the engine bay in general, and also while we're under here, most cars have got the chassis numbers either on a plate or stamped in somewhere. Again, a snap of those is always useful to have. Okay, now we've done the front driver's side, we've done the interior, we've done the engine. We'll now turn the car around so we've got the sun again behind us, and we can then do the rear 3/4 profiles, etc. from the passenger side of the car. Okay, now we've got the car around the right way. Like I say, come back, do that rear 3/4 now from the passenger side. Again, we're getting down to the height of the car, we're using the zoom of the camera. Again, portrait and landscape whilst we're here. And again, move around to do the profile. Okay, so we've now got the major details of the car. We now just need the smaller details, things like if it's got unusual alloy wheels on it, if it's an unusual trim specification, any extra badges, all these little things, coach builders' names, anything that might be important that somebody else might want to see. Okay, so these wheels are specific to this model. They change from the 17 onto the 18-inch wheel for this year of production, so that's an important point. So again, we'll take pictures of these 18-inch wheels. Dodge badge is up the right way. You've also got the name in the side there, so you can get two whilst you're in this detail. Okay, so now we've got all the details, pictures of the car done, we've got the main pictures done, engine and interior. It's now important to do a video walk round of the car. Now this can all be done with your mobile telephone. Again, it is just being somebody else's eyes on the car. So what you want to do is stand away from the car, walk all the way around it so that people can see overall if there are any scratches or dents or imperfections. They then can see what they're bidding on. We'll then also look at the interior and also the engine bay with that video. So when you're taking the video, you want to try and hold the camera at the same height and try and stay a similar distance away from the car when you're walking around it. Starting on the driver's side, front 3/4. And in an ideal world, this wants to last somewhere between 30 and 40 seconds of walking around the car. This gives an overall viewpoint. And then whilst you're here, like I say, focus on any small areas that people may wish to see. So here you can see that there's a few stone chips on the front bumper. Not surprising with a car of this age. But again, it's always better to be open and honest with these presentations. Okay, so we'll now look at the interior. Again, it's purely being your eyes for somebody else. So again, a video of inside, just so they can see if there's any wear to the driver's bolsters or any thinning to the carpets or anything like that. So again, starting on the passenger side, you give a general overview of the cabin. We can see the seats, carpets again, the head linings, instrumentation, radio, and we then repeat that from the driver's side. So exactly the same again, general overview, the seat itself, steering wheel, instruments so they can see the mileage of the car. Important to note, this is a manual car as well, not an automatic, so a manual gearbox. And again the roof lining. So we've got the walk around, we've got the interior. We'll now do the engine bay. And this again, as the interior, we go from both sides. General overview of the engine and the engine bay. Having a look down here at the chassis legs, just so anybody can see if there's any replacement metal or any damage. Again, there's the chassis plate we talked of earlier. And then we repeat that from the other side as well.